Hi everyone, Marieta here, founder of ImmigrationBiz, business immigration attorney. Welcome. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit that bell notification button so you will be notified every time I release new content. And today I actually want to give you update when it comes to the travel ban to United States, especially for European countries, as well as I want to give you the US Embassy update. So let's get started. So it looks like that the Trump administration is considering ending the European travel ban. So let me just remind you, this means that 26 European countries, including UK, Brazil, were basically banned to enter the US, and this was put in place in March, right? So if you spend 14 days in, for example, European Union, you were not able to travel to US, especially if you were a tourist and you were under B1 or B2 visa. Now, I do want to also mention that if you are from these countries, you were able to travel to US, especially if you were exceptions such as investors, E2 visa, business people, students, F1, M1, right? But at the same time, simultaneously, we are having different additional bans, proclamations issued by President Trump. These were, for example, affecting H visas, J1 visas, as well as L visas, right? So these are visas for, again, business people. So there's this paradox of investors who can enter the US, but then L visa managers, L1A, cannot enter, especially if they are not having the visa stamp, right? So the good news is that it looks like that Trump administration is going to rescind this ban when it comes to travelers from Europe, from Brazil, from UK. So let me give you the overview. I want to give you the overview of exactly what is this travel ban about, just to remind you. But I already made a video specifically on travel ban, so I'm going to be also linking that video here for you. And then I'm going to give you update when it comes to US embassies and issuance of visas, because just because this travel ban might be lifted, if you don't have a visa in your passport, this means that you won't be able to go to the embassy and get it right away, because even though they announced a resumption of routine visa services in November, they already announced it, it doesn't mean that every single US embassy is resuming the routine visa services, and one of them would be the standard tourist B visa, right? So we'll get to that. So first, let's do the overview of the travel ban for those who are a little bit confused, because I'm getting these questions all the time. People are confused. Can I travel to the US? Can I not travel to the US? So here it is. If you are from Brazil, if you are from UK, if you are from Ireland, if you are from 26 countries that are in European Union, Austria, Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland, and you spend 14 days in these countries, you cannot travel to US as of now. Also, if you are from Iran, if you are from China, you cannot travel to the US. Okay, this is the travel ban. This is the overall travel ban that is put in place based on the proclamation 9996. Now, this particular proclamation didn't state when this is going to end, right? But now, the recent news is talking about potentially rescinding this travel ban. So the Trump administration is thinking to revoking the EU travel ban. And this is great news for those who want to go to US. They already have a visa in their passport, for example, tourist visa. If this is going to be revoked, then you will be able to travel to US and you will be able to enter the US, right? Now, if you are from these countries and, for example, you are under E2 visa, investor visas, right? Because this is something I've been focusing on. I've been serving investors mainly. You can travel to the US, even though you spend, let's say, 3 weeks in the European Union. This is no restriction there for you, for example, right? Now, let's talk about the visas. What if you don't have a visa in your passport, or maybe you have expired visa in your passport? And what can you do in that case? So, I announced recently, I made a video, I'm going to be linking the video for you here, where I explained that people who are applying for visas at the US embassies have difficulty to actually schedule their appointments, and especially people who want to just get the tourist visas, it's very difficult for them. Actually, many of these embassies are not offering B visa, period. Why? Because they are focusing on serving mainly the emergency situation cases, as well as they're focusing on serving US citizens, they're focusing on serving residents of the United States, so if you have a green card or your family members, as well they're focusing on issuing student visas and investor visas. And in some cases they would issue business visa, which is by the way called B1 visa, but this doesn't mean that it's actually tourist visa. It's a business visa for specific business purpose. So these visas are being issued. However, every single embassy is different. Even though they announce routine visa services, this does not necessarily mean that they are issuing all visas or visas they were issuing in the past, meaning before March 2020. Why? Because every single embassy is individual depending on the circumstances in that particular country, and they are actually opening on post-by-post basis. So we will see how this is going to play out for the routine visa services. Again, if you are in the category of E2 visa investor and so on, these are the exceptions. If you're a student, you need to apply for a visa, you can do it now. But there might be a wait time. Actually, for sure, there is going to be a wait time. So you guys need to check regularly your website. Website in that country where you're from, US Embassy website. Like, for example, this is website from UK Embassy. So let's break it down. Now, if, for example, this travel ban is lifted, in that case, we might be experiencing updates maybe in January, maybe in February. Slowly, they might be resuming issuance of B visas. As of now, the way I understand it, it's not happening unless you need to go there for urgent business travel and you to really document it by strong evidence. Otherwise, you cannot apply for regular tourist visa. Okay, so that's that. Another thing is, when it comes to your appointments, right? Because people already paid for their appointments and they cannot attend their interview, and now they're confused. Should they pay again or what's going on? Actually, the US Embassy extended your fee that you already paid, you can use until December 31st, 2021. So let's suppose you pay for your B visa appointment in February 2020. You will be able to attend that visa interview by December 31st, 2021, and you don't have to pay another fee, okay? Or whatever the visa type you pay for, if that's the case. Now, here, the question is, why aren't the appointment taking place for my type of visa? Again, if you're looking for B visa, for example, B2 visa, it's because they say very clearly resumption of routine visa services will occur on post-by-post basis. That means that every embassy is different, every country is different, conditions in every country are different, in coordination with department's diplomacy strong framework for safety and returning our workforce, etc. So this essentially means that every embassy has different rules, and therefore they are not able to tell you exactly specific time frame. Everybody is asking for specific date. Nobody knows. I don't know, and you have to check constantly your embassy. The great news are that they are slowly, it looks like they will be rescinding this travel ban, which is big deal for many of you. So in that case, you might be able to apply for your B visa in 2021. Now, moving on. They are also talking about the, if you need to travel urgently, right, what to do. In that case, there are obviously emergency situations. In order for you to apply for expedite request, for expedite appointment, you have to meet the requirements, right? And usually they're approved if it's whether in humanitarian need or it's a critical medical treatment that you're looking for. So you would probably be able to apply for expedite request. However, if you, for example, a business owner and you're looking for expedite request, it might be a bit challenging for you to get that appointment. However, if you are able to show that something is endangering your business, you will experience a loss and so on, you might be able to get through. Again, I made a video how to apply for expedite appointments. I will link the video for you. Check it out. Okay, now what I highly suggest is that you will be checking the US Embassy website on a regular basis. And in my next video, what I'll cover is what should we expect within the first 100 days of Biden administration. So it looks like we're talking about February, March, April, May, mid-May. So what should you expect when it comes to immigration to the US within the first 100 days of him being in office, and what are the changes coming up, as well as how is this going to impact you guys. So stay tuned for that video for sure. Meanwhile, if you are new, again, make sure to subscribe to my channel, make sure to hit that bell, because otherwise you won't be notified when I release new content, and stay tuned for upcoming videos. Stay well. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.